The client for that project comes from a German family. She's German. Her father was an architect. Her sister's an architect. Her father was a reasonably well-known architect. They had this house that they wanted to renovate it. They hired us, and they did some small projects first. And we brought a different contractor. Who suggested a different contractor than Reese or Terris Co. And she was so upset she got rid of the other client because there was something behind the ceiling had to be secured for a light, and they just kind of randomly stuck a junky piece of wood and just screwed it in, and it was really like done in a haphazard way, and it really bothered her, even though she couldn't see it. She could imagine in her mind behind the wall that it was badly done. And so she got rid of this contractor because she said she couldn't have anything that was not considered. And so when we looked for a contractor, they found Reese, and they really got along together that he could actually do this, and that he was going to be much more considerate about the job and much more deliberate, and something she could actually be happy with. On that job, they were very constructive. The job expanded. Again, when you're renovating an old house, there's a lot of things that come up, and there was a sagging corner, and so they came up with some good innovative solutions that underpin the corner and flat and make the floor on the above straight and do a number of things. So they were very helpful in a lot of those things that we had to do in that house. I think the other thing they did on that job that was quite good is one of the things that was important to us and to the client was that a lot of times in those restorations, because the front of the house was a restoration and the back of the house was a new addition, was the fact that the client and Reese and I became in agreement that the house had to be restored, which meant that some extra pieces had to be milled to be the correct dimension. It had to be like a well thought out, thorough job to be done on this restoration, rather than just use the materials that we have now that don't match what was done then. And so really was taken on not as a kind of patch job of something that looks kind of like it might have looked back then, but it was a real clean restoration that we had there.